One moment you're casually thinking about something, then the next your thoughts have spun into a complex web of questions, uncertainty, and countless what-ifs. Overthinking finds a way into your head. Though it's good to consider things, overanalyzing is rarely necessary. Rather than providing answers, it frequently locks you in a cycle whereby the more you ponder, the worse you feel. This tendency of overanalyzing in hypertime can lead to significant tension, impacting not only your mental health, but also your physical well-being. It's like attempting to solve a puzzle by continually shifting the same pieces. No matter how hard you try, it never seems to come together. Simply put, overanalyzing leads to stress because your brain reacts to perceived threats, even if they are not real or immediate. Overanalyzing causes you to effectively direct your mind to remain on high alert, constantly searching for problems. Your body responds to this by producing stress hormones like cortisol. In a very threatening scenario, this could be helpful, but when prompted by repeated thoughts, you may experience anxiety, tension, or overload. Your mind is too busy attempting to predict every conceivable result, which leaves you in constant tension. Overanalyzing causes anxiety because it makes small issues appear much more significant than they are. As you replay a scenario, you focus on all the possible outcomes, making hypothetical issues real and increasing your stress. What might have been a little problem becomes in your imagination a full-fledged calamity. Your ideas are too overwhelming. Hence, instead of acting or letting go, you find yourself caught, unable to advance. One of the hardest parts of overanalyzing is that it feels useful. After all, aren't you solving a problem? Actually, though, overanalyzing is not the same as problem solving. While overthinking leads to more thought, problem solving leads to action. It creates a mental loop that can be difficult to break out of. You keep going over the same ideas without really advancing. This can lead to a sense of powerlessness, thereby elevating stress levels. Your mind and body suffer more as you stay in this cycle. How can one escape the trap of overanalyzing before it intensifies their anxiety? The first step is awareness, that is, knowing when you're doing it. We often don't realize we're overanalyzing until we're spiraling. Pay attention to your ideas. When you find yourself repeating the same events without finding a resolution, it's a cue to step back. Acknowledge that you are overanalyzing. Gently remind yourself that this thought loop is not serving you. Try to turn your attention to the present after you have caught yourself obsessing. Future concerns or past mistakes fuel overthinking, but the present is within your control. A few deep breaths, attentive listening to the sounds around you, or even the tactile experience of an object in your hand can help you ground yourself in the moment. When you return to the present, your mind breaks off from the draining cycle of overanalyzing. This pause lets you relax and regroup. Acting is also a great approach to combat overanalyzing. Often, the reason you get caught in a cycle of ideas is uncertainty about what to do next. Try stepping forward a little instead of allowing the uncertainty to paralyze you. It's only something that gets you from your thoughts to the actual world. It's not the ideal solution. Even a little activity can stop the loop of overanalyzing. It helps you refocus from worrying to doing, thereby lowering stress. When overanalyzing overwhelms you, another helpful tool can be distraction. Sometimes all you need to do to break out of the thought cycle is give your brain something else to focus on. This could entail losing oneself in a pastime, walking, or even seeing a humorous video. When you return to the problem later, you usually discover that it doesn't seem nearly as taxing. By focusing on something fun, you give your mind a vacation from the stress-inducing ideas. Remember, not everything calls for a thorough investigation. Some things will always be outside of your reach, regardless of your best efforts. Managing stress depends critically on learning to let go of the impulse to solve all the problems. Is this something I can control right now? You wonder. If the answer is no, it is time to let go. Clinging to it will not alter the result, but will definitely cause more stress. Despite their close relationship, the correct techniques can break free from overthinking and stress. It's about realizing your ideas are no longer useful and then figuring out how to distance yourself. Start to lighten the mental load by concentrating on the present, acting little, and letting go of what you cannot control. Over time, you will find it simpler to quiet your mind and lower the stress that overanalyzing causes. Thank you for watching. I hope these ideas help you control overthinking and find a little more serenity in your life. If this resonates with you, please feel free to like and subscribe for more content similar to this.